An old man had owned a large farm in Louisiana for decades. At the far edge of his land sat a wide pond, perfect for swimming. Over the years, he had cleaned it up, added picnic tables, set up horseshoe pits, and planted apple and peach trees nearby. One evening, he decided to walk down and check on the pond since it had been a while. Before heading out, he grabbed a 5-gallon bucket, figuring he could collect some fruit on the way back. As he approached the pond, he heard loud laughter and splashing. Getting closer, he realized a group of young women were skinny dipping in his water. When they noticed him, they quickly swam to the opposite side of the pond. One of the women yelled, "We're not coming out until you leave, mister." The old farmer calmly replied, "Ladies, I didn't come down here to watch you swim naked or to make you get out of the pond." He then lifted the bucket and added, "I just came down here to feed the alligators." Moral of the story, never underestimate an old man. A young man from the city decided to travel west to see more of the countryside. During his trip, he discovered a small Native American village hidden in a quiet valley. He had never experienced anything like it and was amazed by the traditions and daily life of the tribe. While walking through the village, he met a young Native American woman who smiled and began talking with him. She shared stories about her people and their history, and he quickly became fascinated. After some time, she suggested he meet the village chief, a man rumored to have the greatest memory in the world. Curious, the young man followed her advice and visited the chief's hut. Inside, an elderly man with calm eyes welcomed him and invited him to sit by the fire. The visitor said, "I hear you have the greatest memory in the world." The chief nodded and replied, "That is true. I remember everything from the day I was born until now." Doubtful, the young man challenged him, "Prove it." After a brief pause, the chief said, "On April 27th, 1959, I had 2 eggs for breakfast." The young man was stunned by such a precise memory. Impressed, he thanked the chief and continued on his journey, never forgetting the encounter. 20 years later, the man returned to the area and decided to visit the village again. To his surprise, the chief was still alive. The man raised his hand and greeted him, asking, "How?" The chief smiled and answered, "Fried. I like them fried."